we have limited time today. And about the series I'm from, where you vacation, similar to Candy, I also try to center the figures, normally female figures as well. The whole series is like challenging the idea of Caribbean as paradise. As you guys mentioned earlier, like, oh, people go, for instance, Miami, they go to South Beach, but no, when you go outside of this little area, you can run into several like spaces and neighborhoods that are no this idea of like vacation land, no? And that's normally where these marginalized people and bodies are placed normally, and ignored by the state or the city, no?
Mm-hmm.
So it is not exception or it's not different in the Dominican Republic, that's where I'm from originally. And I try with this series just like combine these like imageries of like the getaway advertisement, but then
Mm-hmm.
like trying to relocate it or put it together in a form that you can see the polarized realities that the Caribbean could look like, or tropical spaces, no?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and in the case of this particular image with the shadowing, like what I find really interesting, um, it was like how you can perceive this element of the shadow, even though that the body is placed in a really bright spot, in outdoor space.
Mm-hmm.
And the title of this one is like No ID. So it's some sort of like touching the invisible space that people like immigrants and that can suffer when they come out to other spaces, like this alien type of experience that, well, I mean, we get aliens numbers, we're named aliens at the end of the day, no? So
Yeah.
it's kind of like create this surreal space or moment where you are not there, you're not here, you don't belong here, belong there, and that's like the role of the shadows in this particular image.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting because a couple years I work a lot on, at least I used to, probably more so than I do now, on this idea of paradise, right? And I'm always curious about the way tourism works in or doesn't work in the Caribbean. And many years ago there was a government ad. I guess the local islanders weren't kind enough to tourists. So the government put out an ad that said, look, you're a walking tourist attraction, be kind.